Look at this amazing Xerox machine right here. What are we running on, Unix?
No, this is Viewpoint.
Viewpoint. It's super
This was
quality resolution.
Yeah, it's a geez, I should know this. It's a 1024 by 1024. Oh no, 1024 by 809.
How's the keyboard feel?
So this is a second generation keyboard. It has black outs, linear switches.
Oh, it feels good actually.
Yep.
And how's it related to this Lisa here?
So a lot of people say that Apple simply copied this when they created this.
Oh, and you're going to show.
I'm going to show that, you know, by like Larry Tesler, his own admission, well, not admission, but statement, he worked on both of these systems.
Okay.
So Larry Tesler worked at Xerox PARC, and he was he invented copy and paste.
Wow.
And so he was part of this team that did the software on this. And then
What is this name?
this is a Xerox 8010 Star.
Wow. Okay.
And then this software that it's running is called, the operating system is called Viewpoint.
Can you show me a little bit how it works?
Yeah, so this was essentially the first commercial graphical user interface.
First GUI interface. Woo.
First, yeah, I mean, there's, you know, you can do a lot of hand waving with first. This was really the first commercial one. So at first you think, oh, it looks kind of normal, but there's a lot of stuff that is different than a modern system. And so before we look at the screen, we have to look at the keyboard. Are you familiar with reverse Polish notation on calculators?
No, but you can explain to them.
So basically, you select the thing you want, and then the operation.
Got it.
So it's kind of like detached. So like, say I wanted to take this icon on the desktop and move it. There is no click and drag. I have to click it and then press the move key on the keyboard. Notice the information bar says, please select where you want it. My mouse cursor is now this little document thing. And if I then click somewhere else, it moves it on the desktop.
And back then there was nothing else like this. That
Yeah.
you know, pretty like you said, there might have been some kid doing it, or
Well, click and drag hadn't been invented yet.
right. That's what I was gonna. That
Yeah.
was the point I was trying to get at. Yeah, you're right. So
Yeah, this is 1981. So double click something, you know, it'll open up.
okay, so double click is there.
Double
Wow.
click is there. If we want to edit it, you have to hit the edit button. It needs to load. So this is like a word processing document. You can type normally. So if you want to like change the font or something, you select what you want. Which to do a selection, you left click at the start and then right click at the end of the selection, and then you use your properties key, which will pull up the properties sheet.
Oh wow. Okay.
Where you can change all of the various things. And that properties button is kind of the same, like if I wanted...
How many fonts were on this machine?
This,
approximately, you don't have to give me exactly.
well, this particular one only has one.
Oh, okay. So you can't really change the font right now.
I can't change it because the software isn't working. Xerox loved to license features. The licensing on this one, either the licensing isn't correct or the files are missing. So we are only licensed for one font in one typeface without bold.
Wow. So they were penny pinching and nickel and diming.
Oh yeah. Oh
the
yes.
whole thing.
Oh yes. So like, and if I want to like make a copy of this file, you know, I click on it, I push the copy key on the keyboard. Again, the mouse cursor changes, and I can now have 2 copies of that document. Or if I want to get rid of it, I take that, I do a move, and I can throw it in the wastebasket.
Nice.
This one I think I had to. Yeah, there we go.
Wow, that's pretty interesting for such an early, computer to be doing all this. It almost looks like a Macintosh.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, Macintosh almost looks like this.
But then, when you actually go to use it, like there's no click and drag. the way that, like, say you wanted to add.
How about this? Why don't you show me the difference now on the Lisa, and that way we can kind of talk about that.
Well, so
By the way, look at this amazing Apple Lisa, just gorgeous. This is our museum piece. Or
no,
yours?
this one is mine.
Wow, you have a beautiful machine. Really nice. All right.
So this one, let's see here. Let's look at that same file.
Just double click.
Yeah, double click.
Then you got Windows now.
Trying to see here where, because that's document, demo document. I had this set up for another demo. I'm trying to think where I stuck that file, but you know, the word processor, when you're in the word processor, seems a lot more normal. Like, you know, double click to select words, and then format menu and everything. All of this is very familiar.
Right. This is kind of what we know today.
What we know today. This actually has an early version of the dock. This desk menu.
Oh, really?
It shows you all the icons that are on your desktop. If it's open, it gets a check mark. And if it's
Almost multitasking, you're saying.
this is multitasking. Yeah, this is a cooperative multitasking operating system. So you can like launch new stuff from that menu. And like if I wanted to copy paste something, and this is the drawing program, and it works a lot like you would expect a modern drawing program.
So let me ask you a question. Is this one of the earliest drawing programs in history?
No. Drawing programs existed in the 1960s.
Oh, okay.
But this is
The first graphical interface drawing?
this is like kind of the first one for like mere mortals.
Gotcha.
Like
me.
yeah, like this was meant to be on the desks of secretaries and other kind of.
My question, let me rephrase my question. Is this the first or one of the first graphical interface drawing programs?
Yes, one of the first commercial ones.
One of the first commercial ones. Fantastic.
Yep, and
So why did this fail? Was the price?
It's the price.
Yeah, the price is why it failed.
It's simply the price. To do this.
Because it's actually better than a Macintosh, right?
From the same time period, in 1984, a Macintosh had 128 kilobytes of RAM. This had 1 megabyte of RAM.
Yeah.
The cost alone for the RAM in one of these systems in 1983 was $5,000.
Wow. Yeah.
And they were, just like with the Xerox, they were this system was created before microprocessors existed. They started doing the design on this. So this has custom micro-coded hardware with like 4-bit AMD processors strung together to make a 16-bit processor.
Like hand strung.
Yeah, running interpreted code. Like the whole, this computer uses something called microcode.
Have we ever opened this up and taken pictures and videos of the internals?
Yeah, I think so.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice to archive that.
I don't want to open it up right now.
No, I don't mean now. I just mean, have we ever done that?
Yeah. But I wanted to give the scale of this system. So this is a 3.5-inch disc, a normal disc. Here's a pen. This system uses 8-inch floppies.
Holy moly! Look at that.
Yeah. So, woo. Yeah. You can see just how this is a big system.
It really is.
And it's got like many early systems, it's got this maintenance panel at the front with the code that shows what the system is up to, and an 8-inch floppy drive. There was a newer version of
What is this? What's that LED telling us?
That's saying 8,000 is normal execution.
Got it. So it actually communicates with you in that regard?
As it's booting up, there's nothing on the screen. You have to look at the maintenance panel to get an idea of what the system is up to.
So it'll give you different codes and tell you what it's up to.
Yeah, no, oh my God, there's a 250-page PDF that lists every possible code this machine can spit out at you.
What a pain in the...
Yeah, they added that because the earlier machine, the Alto, didn't have any diagnostics built in. So if it screwed up, you had to hook up a logic analyzer to it to figure out why it was unhappy.
Can we see the back of it?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me here. We got a transceiver,
Yeah,
printer
so,
terminal.
So the Xerox invented Ethernet, so that's the Ethernet connection.
The transceiver.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Transceiver.
Yep.
And we switched to Ethernet as the name.
Plug into it, and then it's Ethernet.
No way. Look at that converter.
This was the first computer with 10 megabit Ethernet.
First computer with 10 megabit Ethernet.
Yeah,
All right.
Xerox invented Ethernet.
LSEP. Do we know what that is?
No, I think that's a laser printer.
And then the J11 and the J12 probably are like,
Those are serial ports.
yeah, something add-on serial ports.
Serial ports, and then the monitor and keyboard.
I gotta come on this side. And on this side, we got the monitor display, 17-inch, and the keyboard. Look at that big keyboard plug. Down there's some expansions.
Yep, it's got parallel port and then 2 unpopulated things.
And the power plug back there. Good, thanks. Well, thank you. What's your name again?
Jason Perkins.
And how can we find you?
At ComQ_85 on Twitter.
Awesome. We'll see you there.
Yeah.